Charlie Kirk Show, where talk meets action.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. Let's play another piece of tape here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have enough time for this. Let's play cut 28.
What do you guys both think about like illegal immigrants coming in the United States and how they are being deported back to their home country?
We should do it quicker.
Yes. Yeah.
If you are an illegal alien, you broke the law, you cut in line. We love legal immigrants, and illegal immigrants cut in line, and they were not welcome, and they should go back to their country of origin. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. Ooh, that's also very tempting to do the Mamdani weightlifting story, too. That would be something. And Mamdani can't even bench, well, forget 145, can't even bench 135. Subscribe to our podcast, and make sure you guys email us your thoughts, freedom@charliekirk.com. That is freedom@charliekirk.com. Stay right there. Welcome back, everybody. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. That is the Charlie Kirk Show podcast page. Do we have a partner to talk about here, guys? Okay. I'm being guided in many different directions here, because here's the problem, guys. So we host this beautiful program, and some of the clips that we do here, we want to be able to post on YouTube, but just YouTube is not always friendly to this program, so then we're not able to post because we say things. I'll say so. Apparently, if we did a whole segment on Mr. Mamdani unable to bench press 135, we might get a strike. Even though people insult me all the time on YouTube and they never get a strike. For the record, Zohran Mamdani not being able to bench press. I think it was 135, not even 145, not even once. Look, I'm far from Arnold Schwarzenegger, but yesterday I was like, okay, how many times can I do 145? I was able to do it 15, 16 times. So it's like, it's not a competition, but it's like, come on, man. Like, you're running for mayor. I mean, you wonder why you're losing young men. You wonder why you're losing young men. Okay, let's now get back to stuff we can actually talk about on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, we get completely hit. Want to complete the point on blue slips. Why are we delegating control of the United States Senate and the advise and consent process to Democrat senators? There is no reason for this. We absolutely need to overrule the tradition and the rules on blue slips. President Trump wrote last night, I have a constitutional right to appoint judges and U.S. attorneys, but that right has not been completely taken away from me in states that have just one Democrat U.S. senator. This is because of an old and outdated custom known as the blue slip that Chuck Grassley, we've been leaders on this. Chuck Grassley, the great state of Iowa, refused to overturn, even though the Democrats included crooked Biden twice, have done so on numerous occasions. Therefore, the only candidate that I can get confirmed for these most important positions are, believe it or not, Democrats. Chuck Grassley should allow strong Republican candidates to ascend to these very vital and powerful roles and tell the Democrats, as they often tell us, to go to hell. President Trump has the mandate. The Democrats lost the last election. The Democrats fell short on the last election. Why are we giving them precious U.S. Senator power? Giving them advise and consent power that they were not given and they did not earn. It should not take 1/4 of a presidential term to appoint a full staff. But understand, this is the workings of the unelected administrative state, not just the U.S. Senate. the inability for us to be able to staff our government. They are stealing President Trump's term from him on a daily basis. I know that might sound outrageous, but every day they are stealing time from President Trump. Every day they are stealing time. The Democrats are not working in good faith. We have the power to change and fix this. It'd be one thing if we did not control the U.S. Senate. It'd be one thing if we did not control the powers of advice and consent. We do. Why is it that the U.S. Senate was completely out of session? And by the way, I love Coach Tuberville. We all know why Coach Tuberville is leaving. He had to be polite. The Senate sucks. You're not doing anything. You're off the month of August. You have no power. You got to spend time with Lindsey Graham. Archaic rules and outdated practices. And the Democrats are not working or operating in good faith. And we have the power to fix this. We are not, because Republican senators, they would much rather protect some silly and antiquated tradition than save the nation. For these Republican senators, it leads to paralysis, it leads to inaction, and the Democrats are gumming up the works. 1/4 of President Trump's term is just going to be taken from him because he does not have his people at the State Department, at DHS. He doesn't have ambassadors. They could take one vote and do a simultaneous concurrent approval of all of Trump's nominees. Boom. But they're choosing not to. The Senate chose to go out of session here in the month of August. The Senate chose to go on vacation. The Senate chose to go sit on its hand. The Senate chose to go work with Chuck Schumer. The Senate chose to go work with the other side. And all I've heard is excuse after excuse after excuse. Well, this rule, you guys are the majoritarian body. You have given the Democrats an opportunity to work in good faith. The Senate is setting up a Democrat landslide in 2026. Success breeds success. What am I supposed to go tell people why to go vote for U.S. senators at this point? No, tell me, why should I go tell people to vote for U.S. senators? What is the argument? Get off your tail, get rid of the blue slips, confirm President Trump's entire cabinet immediately. Second term coming up.